Hey guys, welcome back to a new episode. Today I'm back down at one of my favourite places ever, the mud flats, and I'm absolutely freezing. My hands, they're numb. But today I'm going a long way down the river to try and get a mud crab. But it is the middle of winter and mud crabs usually stay dormant through winter because it's really cold. But I reckon if I find some new holes, maybe I might be able to get one out of the hole. Styrofoam in a waterway could probably be one of the worst things I can think of. That is really good muddy ground. This is where I'd expect to find mud crabs. In a little... Oh, that is cold. Oh, oh. But in the little streams coming off the river. That is so sick. Some big oysters. Look at that one. Wow. Just got nailed by an oyster. So I found these logs that were stuck in the mud. They go from there all the way up to that side. Look at this. A lot of big oysters just sitting on them, ready to be picked off. Now for natural oysters, they are pretty damn big because they aren't farmed. But I'm stoked with those, and just check out this one. So this one's obviously dead, but look at the size of that oyster. That would have been one juicy oyster. But these ones look just as delicious. Wow. Breakfast. Ooh. I don't really like oysters. Raw anyway, but they're good for you, so. Never been down this part of the river. Awesome. Just being down here by yourself. There's absolutely no other people. No one around, nothing, power lines, absolutely nothing. It's just sick being in nature by yourself. I'm in the absolute middle of nowhere. I'm seriously... I don't even know where the river is right now. I don't really mind if I don't get a mud crab because I've explored so much that I didn't know was even down here. Like, what even is this? Another big swamp. Oh my god, it's just so different to anything I've ever seen. Wow. I made it back to a mangrove forest, but I'm seriously so lost. I don't actually know where I am. So I'm using my phone to try and navigate me, because you can see the river on the map. But seriously, I don't know where I am. There's a lot of seaweed in the mangroves at the moment because we just had a big swell. So it's kind of ripped off the seabed out to sea. And as the tides come in, it's floated down the river and got stuck in the mangroves. Holy moly. So I just saw this little hole in there. I can see a mud crab right here. I don't know how big it is. Might be legal. Holy moly. Oh my god. I've hardly ever seen them just sitting in the mud. Oh, it looks nice size. It looks nice size. Holy shit, okay. 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 Oh. Yeah. That is awesome. He's angry now. So it's a little male. Little male, he might just be legal. So I'm stoked on that find. He was just sitting in the mud. Yeah. That is sick. That is my first hand caught mud crab. And I'm frothy, even though he's not huge. So I'm going to use seaweed this time instead of mangrove leaves to protect the mud crab, because last episode a lot of people commented saying mangroves are a protected plant, and I didn't know at the time, so I'm not going to use mangrove leaves anymore. Put a bit of seaweed down. That'll calm him down a bit, because he was in a hole full of seaweed, so he probably will feel like he's back in his hole. So at the start of the video, I was going on about how mud crabs stay dormant during winter because they don't have to eat as much because it's colder. Something to do with their metabolism. Anyway, so I wasn't actually going to come today. I was just going to wait till next summer to start mud crabbing again. But I thought maybe I should just go have a look just to see what's out there. And surely enough, got a mud crab. Obviously, you'd still be able to get them in winter. I just think there's a bit of a myth about mud crabbing in winter. That's how they go away. Like, they're there. Ew. So I'm back at my house. Got my muddy shoes and socks with me. Here my two. Found this one today. That's what I took. Didn't need them though. So rubbish, rubbish, more rubbish, 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 seaweed, so the mud crab wasn't too stressed out. My measurer, don't forget to take that. So here's legal, right on legal, and some bloody big oysters. That one, it's just a perfect oyster. So is that one. So I filled this bucket up with salt water, and what that does is just rinse all the mud out through the mud crab and the oysters as they breathe, and then it should taste a lot better because they're not muddy. So the mud crab, he's just going to go in the freezer for a couple of hours. That'll put him to sleep, most humane way, and then I'll take him out before he actually freezes, but he'll die. I'll eat him. Oysters, just going to put them on a plate. They're going to go into the fridge. A whole plate full of oysters. Big ones too, like, I just can't get over those ones. I'm stoked. Alright, so yesterday I caught that nice sized mud crab and those big oysters. So I had a few things to do and I wanted to put the muddy out of its misery as quickly as possible. So today I'm going down to the mud flats again. I'm going to cook it up. I'm going to just boil the mud crab, and for the oysters I'm going to eat a couple raw and do a couple Kilpatrick. So I've never tried Kilpatrick on the open fire, so we'll see how it goes, but either way it's going to be delicious. See you there. Today I'm going to use some flint and steel to try and light the fire. If that doesn't work, I've got matches as backup, but I really want to start the fire with flint and steel. I've never started a fire with flint and steel before. Oh. Come on, come on, come on. Flint Steel's done it. That was a lot more challenging, but so much funner than just swiping a match or lighting a cigarette lighter. Ooh, nice and warm. I'm gonna let this heat up for a bit, get some coals, and then we're gonna start cooking. So while the fire's heating up, I'm just come down into the river a bit to get a bit of salt water for my pot. So we'll take that, and that's what we're going to use to boil the mud crab up. As you can see, the fire's cranking now. So what I'm going to start off with doing, some bacon. Chopped up some bacon at home, and that's going to be used for my oysters. Get out of it. Get out of there. Every last bit. Love my bacon. That's the sound we like to hear. Oh, it looks so good. While that bacon's cooking, you can get a few of the oysters that I got yesterday and open them. So most oysters, you just grab your oyster knife and you put it in this back bit. It usually comes off pretty easy. And hold your hand over the top bit and wiggle. Gotta do that wiggle, don't forget the wiggle. That's one good looking oyster. I'll get these done. By the time you know it, that'll be ready. I've got 5 delicious looking oysters, and there's a bit of shell through it. So what I'm going to do to get the shell out is salt water that I got for the mud crab, just dunk it in, mix it around a little bit. That's it. That gets the shell out of the oyster. This one's a bit of a dud, so it's coming with me. Salty. Alright, so we've got the bacon. Half cooked. It's cooled down. Just going on the oyster. A little bit on each. Finish the rest. Last ingredient. Soy sauce. Whack that soy sauce on. It's ready to go. So I'm just putting them on the pan and over the coals. They'll get enough heat. They'll slowly cook and they'll be ready in no time. While those oysters cook, I'm just chucking the water on. They'll slowly heat up. They're gonna be ready in no time. They're gonna be absolutely delicious. And I said I don't like raw oysters very much, but cooked oysters, completely different. Absolutely love them. Kilpatrick, oh, love it even more. It smells and looks so good. Mmm. Look at this. Now this is living. Oh baby. So the oysters are ready. Now I'll take them off the fire. They'll still cook for a little bit longer because it's so hot. And the water's almost ready. This seriously looks so delicious. I'm just gonna let it cool down because those oyster shells will be so hot. So I'll give it a couple minutes and straight into it. Oysters are ready. Cool down a bit and they smell so good. and they look even better. Dropped a bit of bacon. Oh my god. That is seriously amazing. You don't understand how something so small and living in mud can taste so good. I need some more. I should have cooked more. Ah. So that water is proper boiling. Gotta have it really hot. And he's just gonna fit in, hopefully. Hopefully. Don't leave him. He's gonna turn bright red. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Alright, so I think he's ready, and the handle of the pot is really hot, so I'm just going to try and slide him off. Take that off, lean it over there for a minute. Wow. Normally, I'd put it straight on ice after taking it out of the pot, but got no ice, so I'm just gonna let it cool down. Should still be absolutely amazing. Oh, comes out nice, easy. That's what I want first. Oh my god. Oh my god. Got shit on my fingers, but oh my god. That is so bloody good. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. I got $1 for every time I said oh my god today. Oh. So that's it for another episode. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. I'm stoked. Everyone is giving me good feedback, positive feedback, criticism as well. Like, it helps me get better at this. And make sure you leave a thumbs up, press subscribe, leave a comment, follow me on Instagram, offshore__adventures, and I'll see you next time. I'm not sticking my hand down there.